Hi guys, it's Luton here, and I'm just here for you to do a bit of an update. I do little updates intermittently, just tell people where I'm going. Got some Bad Company 2 footage here, and who remembers this? First base, Arica Harbour, and of course I'm having some sniper battles here with this little guy here, trying to spot him out, trying to find him. And this was a common occurrence on Arica Harbour on the first base, when you had a team that wasn't necessarily that proactive. You can see right here, missed that shot. But this guy right here, been having a little bit of... Oh, he knows I've been spotted. Anyway, you'll see how this game plays out. I don't think this game runs right to the end because of time. I wanted to cut the time down a little bit. We do succeed in the end here. We'll just talk a little bit about things I see as we go along through the game. But anyway, so the channel. The channel, as you may have noticed, it's been sort of intermittent in uploading. Battlefield 3, I haven't posted as much Battlefield 3 lately, etc. This has been mainly down to time and things that I have going on. There's some other things that I want to change around a little bit with the channel. I'll talk about that in a second. But first of all, as I say, many people know I've moved house recently. So this week I've been moving house. Big stressful thing. I had to move everything over to the new place, get it all set up, get all my stuff set up, get it unboxed, unpacked, and get back on with doing things. I also had to wait a week for my new internet to be installed. This meant I couldn't play any Battlefield for a week, which is why I don't have a lot of footage right now, because I kind of burned through a lot of my footage and then I didn't have any more, so I need to cap some. In fact, the one night where I actually managed to get on and play this week, it's just a washout. It sucked. There wasn't anybody on my server at the time, so I ended up playing in random public other servers. Dear Christ. It was awful. Horrible games. I'd have a game where like my team was getting spanked into the ground, and I'd stick it out because I don't like to quit always. You should try and play games that are hard because often they sort of balance out if you stick in the game. So I was like, okay, I'll play through these games. What happens? We have a game where we're getting thrashed, and I was like, okay, stick with it. All of a sudden, when the game ends and goes into the other team being on the other side, they all just leave because they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to defend now or whatever. Or maybe things start off and like maybe don't go their way perfectly, so they're like, oh, we're not dominating, let's find a different server. It's like, good job guys, you're like the best Battlefield players. So anyway, is it like, yeah, refuse to play on a server unless they're completely dominating the enemy. Classy, real class. Anyway, so that's how that whole night went for me. It was a nightmare. I even went and played some close quarters. I thought, yeah, close quarters, they're usually fairly even because it's only gunplay, so it can't be that bad. No, that was a washout as well. So anyway, that meant I didn't really have a lot of great footage, so hopefully this week I'm going to be capping up some good footage, which means I want to remind everyone, my server, this was another problem, my server's lease ran out whilst I was moving house, which meant I couldn't get back on to renew it before it expired. So that means that if you had my server on your favourite list, etc., it will have dropped off. Why they do this, I don't know, but basically if a server goes down, if you had it on your favourite list, it will disappear if the lease expires. So you then have to go and add it again. Why it doesn't stay on your favourite list and just say lease expired, I don't know, but anyway, it will drop off. So if you want to come play on my server this week, please do. I will be on, I'll be playing. In fact, I'm going to be playing tonight as well. I'll be playing most evenings that I can. I'll be getting some good Battlefield gameplay, so I hope to see you on there on my server. If you want to know what my server is, just search Luton in the PlayStation 3 server browser. You'll find the server, you'll find me. People want to know what time I generally play. Because of when I get home and I have a lot of things to do in the evenings, etc. Some nights I will be editing as well, but generally I'll be online between sort of 10 PM to 2 AM. That's British time, so that's usually, so it's GMT. That's most of the time when I'm online. So if you want to play with me on my server, that's the time to get on. But most of the rest of the time, the server's full. There'll be good people on there. So a lot of guys that I play with regularly will still go to my server to play, so that's the place to be. You want to get on there, get some good games. And I'm going to be running several events in the coming up weeks, different things that I want to be recording and stuff, some good fun things, because we're coming up towards the end of Battlefield 3. Also, I've talked about my Bad Company 2 event that I want to run, so I'm going to be doing that as well. More on that once I've got things. I didn't want to run it until I got myself fully new set up, etc. So that's going to be coming in, but I just need some time to sort of organise, think about how I'm going to do it, etc, etc. So that's going to be running in. So that's where we are. I have to say as well, I've had big internet problems. It's to do with my ISP. Anybody that watches me on Twitter will have found out a bit more about this. My ISP has just been dicking me around for about 7 months now. I'm not going to name names because it's not good to do that necessarily with companies, but I've been having a big problem with them. I've been trying to sort it out. I feel like I'm maybe getting somewhere at the moment, but it's been hell, really. It's been hell on earth. At my other house, which is where I'm not now, we were supposed to have like 100 meg service regularly in the evenings. It would drop down on as low as 3 meg or below. It was piss poor. It was some big problem there. It was really not good, and that really did actually impact me a lot in the last sort of 6 months. It went on and on for a long time. It really was a bastard of a problem, if I'm quite honest. It was sucked. It was so irritating, and with these companies you can't get a straight answer out of them whatever you do. It's frustrating as hell, and I'm quite a patient, polite person when I'm dealing with companies, because if you go in there like a bull out of in a china shop, most of the time they won't deal with you properly, so you need to approach them in a professional way, try and get some good answers out of them, but honestly they will just screw you around. So that's been a frustrating thing, but I feel like I'm kind of getting somewhere with it now, but I'm just kind of fine-tuning, trying to find what I can, and so on and so on. So that's like another issue that's been going on for me, which has impacted obviously on creating YouTube videos and stuff, and this is something other people need to be aware of. I've got some ideas about other things. I'm going to continue the cutting room series, people enjoying the cutting room series, talking about video editing and general YouTubing, etc, etc. Oh Christ, come on, take him down with the G3. Oh, what a total fail right there. Look at him go down. G3, by the way, if you've not been watching this gameplay here, G3 rocks. It's such a good gun. Really loving it. I think the B objective has been destroyed, as you can see with the collapsible buildings and the MCOMs there. Got taken out straight away on this base, so we're left with the A1. The A1 is much better for defending on this second base here, and often people really struggle. You should to make it your primary target, and often when I used to play this, we'd go straight for A, then worry about B later. Anyway, getting back to the channel. So I've got a lot of ideas of things that I want to be running, things I want to be talking about, talking over. People are really enjoying my kind of overview series, and also I know people enjoyed my rush routes series. I haven't got back on with doing that lately, but I'm going to be hitting that, so don't worry. If you have a rush routes map that you want me to look at, please drop that in the comments. I'll make a note of it. If you have also my tactical overview videos I've been doing, where I have a tac board and I talk about movement, where to go, where, what to do, etc. If you have a map where you want me to do that on, or game mode you want me to do that on, please note that as well. I'll take note of it and I'll try and have a look at that if I think it'll be a successful video to do there. So that's been pretty good. Bit of tank combat here. See how these tanks taking a pounding here. Okay, and then on to my last point that I want to talk about. It's my channel in general. Now I have two channels for those of you that don't know. I have my main channel and my looting gaming channel. My looting gaming is for kind of retro games, playthroughs, etc, etc. However, I did obviously have some playthroughs that were running on the main channel, things like Dead Space, Pixel Junk was running on. I also had Riven, which is incomplete, that's not done yet. And I wanted to bring Blood Dragon and Far Cry. Those were sort of games that were running as well, and I wanted to continue on. When Far Cry and Riven etc have expired and I've completed those ones, that's probably going to be the last kind of playthroughs that I put onto the channel. They're going to run on for now until I've completed them, or got to a stage where I feel like I've completed them. This is a nice shot with the G... Oh! That was not a nice shot with the G. I got a good shot with the G3, which is similar to that, but not that situation. It was like, this is a good shot. Oh, no, I'm shot in the head. Okay. Anyway, the playthrough series, I'm going to be winding them down on the main channel. The reason, they don't do so well. People don't seem to enjoy my playthroughs particularly much on the main channel. They get between 300 and 600 views depending on what's going on. New things when they come out sort of seem to do a little bit better. I don't mean new games, I mean like first episodes, first 1, 2, 3, and then it kind of winds down. And I think it's to do with just what people really want to watch on my channel, or maybe it's just that people don't like my playthroughs. I don't know, but they don't do so well on the main channel, so I'm taking a kind of choice that I'm going to be winding those down, and they're going to be going over onto my looting gaming channel. An important thing to note, The Last of Us, that game is going to be coming out, very excited about it. Also Grand Theft Auto, excited about that as well. Both those are going to go on my looting gaming channel, so if you want to watch those, you need to go over to looting gaming. I will make little promos etc to go on the main channel. The main channel that I have now, okay, that this is on, what I'm planning to do when new games come out, rather than trying to do a playthrough, I'll probably play the game for like a day or two, something like that, get some footage, and then I'll put together like a kind of breakdown overview of the game, just tell you what I think of it, tell you what I enjoy about the gameplay, maybe add in a little bit of live comms, something like that into the mix as well. So I'll just put a bit of those things together, because I think that'll work better. People often, they want to hear about these games, they want to hear what I've got to say about them, because as I say, when I've done one-time videos, when I did stuff like about Red Dead Redemption etc, I've done little videos like that, they do pretty well. People clearly enjoy them, they get good likes etc, like ratio, really good. But I think these kind of long-term things which just go on and on, the playthroughs, it has a much more specific, limited viewership, and I know that, I appreciate that. Let's Play channels and things like that, those kind of playthroughs are very different to the kind of style that you have with one-off individual videos, which tend to be more in the style that my channel was built, this one. So that's really where I'm going to try and go and take the channel on this side anyway. I'm going to wind down those playthroughs, but playthroughs are an important thing for me, they're a big deal for me, I love doing it. it, and so that's why I really want to grow my looting gaming channel as well. So I will be kind of continuing to make people aware of that, and I hope that if you enjoy those kind of things, you guys will go over there, drop me a sub, watch some of those videos, watch some of that content. So that's all my thoughts for today, guys. If you've got any questions or thoughts about the channel, please drop it on here. I'll always read, always check it through, and much more content from me coming very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.